Search and Destroy, they have a 5-to-1 win ratio. Scrums in support, this could be a two-point play! After game, he goes to the lead!
Yeah, you know, they never really got any control.
Time to clutch up for both teams. They've got the top locked down. Stairs being watched in the back, and that is a huge two-piece.
Time is ticking. Oh, Setsa! He's just gonna come up. Okay, by a second. Setsa! Unbelievable play.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand final episode of Season 1 of the Castoff. Chris Puckett joined at the desk by Benson and Mr. X. And if you're just joining us, the Castoff, obviously it's MLG's search for the new caster talent out there. We're looking for the next great Call of Duty caster to join us out in LA. Ben, what's the grand prize? What's all on the line here?
Grand prize, you're going to be joining ourselves casting at the Call of Duty World Championship in just a few weeks' time. Of course, we managed to narrow our search down to just 4 people from thousands of applicants. And it's been a bit of a journey, Matt.
It's been really rough. I mean, you know, we've gone through all the applications. I mean, I remember the second elimination show was so difficult to pick, you know, whether we were going to move, you know,
That was bad.
one person through or 2 people through. And to get all the way
Chris,
down.
for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
But I thought all 4 had a fantastic weekend. They were just all fantastic.
Before we get to our finalists, we'll reintroduce them in just a second. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who sent in submissions here for Season 1. Let's take a look back at some of the best.
Hello.
Thank you for taking the time to go ahead and watch it.
Get off the Xbox.
Mom, stop. What the hell?
To answer your question, no, I don't usually sit around in a shirt and tie while I'm sitting in my dorm room.
And this year I really wanted to pursue some of my passions. I worked a little bit for the post office.
When I'm not studying for an exam, I'm not on the ice with my buddies, and I'm not at the bar, I like to spend a lot of my time playing Call of Duty.
I'm gonna skip it to, you know, the part where I, start. Yeah.
Alright, let's get right into the casting. Oh, I apologize, just please enjoy.
Happy's making his way up the backside. I don't think they know he's there. Egg's looking the wrong way. Happy gets cleaned up from behind.
Here we have Aches with a sniper. Try and get a pick.
Aches with a sniper. He sees a player across mid, nades him.
You shouldn't push him right now, and he goes in anyway. Accuracy picks up the kill.
Bored with the Where Happy right now. He's pushing back. He sees one. He gets to get him.
Slasher with the 2-piece. Against another 3-piece. Did somebody order chicken selects?
Cool. Will he have thumbs here? Will he get a kill? And he gets shut down.
Slasher, there you go, buddy. Pick up the scrap time. You need it desperately.
And that's going to do it for today's match. We'll see you next time on the next stream.
Some of the best from the submission period. But honestly,
I love it.
I think that was my favorite part of this whole show so far, was going through the videos on day number 1.
The guy that he kind of like loses himself. He's like, ugh. That's the best part about it.
I really like that. No, but
we had some fun.
Yeah, lots of fun going through those original videos and really looking forward to the future here. I know the Castoff has been a big success. Reddit seems to love it. Twitter always blows up whenever we're live.
Yep.
And the best part, we've found some incredible talent out of the community. We're going to have 4 guys on today's show. They came out with us to Columbus, Ohio for one last live performance. And that was something we didn't plan on at the start of the season. But the casting talent was so good that we felt comfortable enough to bring them and let them cast at the North American Championship. And I think they all lived up to the hype.
Oh, without a doubt. We kind of went there with an expectation of, someone is going to underperform a little bit. Maybe we could get some entertainment value from it, but that wasn't the case. To be honest with you, everyone did really, really well. I was surprised.
Now, my tweets throughout the whole weekend were for all 4 of them individually. Sometimes it would come through. Chance is killing it, Fox killing it the entire weekend, Gizmo and Dirk as well. So definitely a successful weekend for all 4 of those guys.
Before we get to the contestants, let's talk about your Twitter following. Who do you think had the most positive response? I was constantly getting #Fox, and it coming like a group of 6. Then I'd get like a chance train of tweets. Then it would bounce between on and off going Dirk and Gizmo. So it seemed like everyone kind of had their favorite caster out there. But who do you think was most popular, at least on your Twitter feed?
I think from what I saw a lot on my Twitter feed, at least, was Chance. He was someone that no one knew. A lot of people know some of the guys. He's kind of like the Gizmo, right? They didn't know it. He just came out of the blue. The guy didn't have a Twitter before this show.
Chance barely was on the internet before.
How do you even manage to?
The fake Twitter I made for Chance actually has more followers than Chance's.
I still say he should take that because I think it could well be true.
Someone forgot the password.
It's not difficult to be
really
stronger
already?
than me.
It's not even. It was like 2.
Not an
Write
elephant.
it down, Chris.
Yeah, it really should get more organized. But let's get right into today's show. We're going to start off by taking a look at our contestants one-on-one. Then we're going to go through their initial gameplay. After that gameplay period, Ben, we're going to be making a tough decision. Yeah. Everyone has to nominate one person that we think could go on the cut list. Round 2, we're going to nominate 2 people we want to save to go into the finals. And then it will be in that final that we'll watch one last game from each contestant and make our decision. But who's first on today's show?
So, to start things off, we're going to take a look at Dirk. Of course, Dirk really impressed me this past weekend. I had a chance to actually cast with him as well. And there he is. A lovely little picture there. You know, we upgraded. Once we got them all in the same room, like, hey, we can take actual headshots now. Look at how smart he looks.
Looks great. His favorite Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. Current profession, none. But he can beatbox, though. So
he can beat. He
that could also be used as a profession. He did.
When we were on main stage, when we were casting our game, in the commercial break, he was just, I think it may have been like a nerve thing, but he's like beatboxing. I just kind of like sat there. I was like,
so you just,
that's pretty cool.
Did you break out the freestyle?
No, nearly.
Oh,
no,
you
should have.
Nearly.
All right. Well,
as you know, I'm white and ginger and can't rap at all, so that probably wouldn't have gone down well. You can rap though.
I think you could do it. Matt
wanted to rap. You remember Valen, who did the rap? You remember that one of the submissions?
I wanted to.
You wanted to rap battle him.
I wanted to rap battle Valen.
That
would have been the best thing ever.
All right, let's get back on track here, Ben. I know you threw in a little bit of a curveball for them. Last minute, you told them they're going to be doing live vlogs. What were some of the questions you were asking them?
No, I wanted to try and get a feel for how these guys were at the event. So, you know, you're just about to go cast on main stage. How do you feel? You're just about to cast your first game ever at an event. Because that was the thing. This was their first event ever. Yeah. So we're looking for all sorts of different questions, as well as trying to maybe get some insider intel. Who did you not enjoy casting with? Who did you enjoy casting with? And if you could vote someone off, who would it be? Compile them all into a lovely little video for you guys.
All right, Dirk's coming up first. Let's take a look.
So I'm going to give you my thoughts on going into the first one before I casted. I was nervous. I felt like I was just going to poop bricks. Obviously, it's my first ever LAN going to, and I get to cast it, so it's kind of a big deal. And I end up casting it. I think I did really well. I cast it with courage, and like I said, I think I did pretty good.
He's going to be helped there by his teammate Ricky. So a nice job right now. If you look at the map, spawns not going in the favor of this Guru squad. One player spawning out all the way in the maps, and they're just doing such an excellent job right now. And same with this hill, you really want to hold down this lot area. Yeah. That's the main focal point.
And then the second game I casted was with Ron Don. You guys know him as Fox the Don. I casted with him too, and I think that was probably my best series that I've casted so far this weekend. Obviously, I've only casted 2, so beforehand, I was nervous as hell. And then afterwards, after everything was done, I felt like really cool and confident about everything. I felt like I could cast any team and completely just knock it out of the park. And that's what I feel like I've been doing. And so far, adapting to LAN it's been pretty different, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it definitely didn't. Clayster going to be able to take out Ricky right there. So score is 5-1. 3 minutes 50 seconds left in this CTF match. Clayster going to be positioned in this mid bio. Prof, I'm not sure if it's the sides, because to be honest, I don't really know what's the good and bad side in this. I just know the spawns are very, very, very bad. But so far, we've seen some success from this Prophecy squad. They've been able to get some pretty good flag runs. I mean, they almost would have 2, but JCap came up with that big stop.
I like this, but the Castoff like underperformed. Like I said, I don't like putting anyone in the spotlight, but just from experience, I didn't get to cast with Chance or Gizmo. I only got to cast with Ron. And I want to say, I'm not going to say underperformed by any means. Just the person who didn't really do the best, I would say Ron. I heard a lot of stutters in his words, but I mean, obviously that's nerves catching up to you, and that's what happened to me as well. But I mean, casting with Ron, there was a lot of times we were kind of talking over each other as well. So yeah, that's it for this.
To be completely honest, if I had to vote someone off, it's gonna be so hard to pick this, but I'm gonna have to say Ron the Don. I mean, I love the guy, and that's who they said that we're gonna be casting with. They said I'd be good to cast with him, but that's also the guy I do not want to cast with again. The past few times, like, I love the guy, he's a good caster and everything like that, and it's so hard making that decision. But I mean, me and him did not mesh well every time that we've casted. It has not gone very good. And honestly, it sucks. I thought going with him was going to be pretty good. But we just didn't mesh.
All right, so there you saw Dirk in his vlog throughout the weekend, just letting us know how he's feeling. Day one, we asked some questions, some follow-ups, and you asked some pretty pretty hard-hitting questions there, Ben.
I feel like you have to, though, right? Because you're trying to get a feel into how they're feeling at the event. I think, Dirk will say he was definitely nervous. You could tell that. I think he was one of the more nervous of the 4 contestants that we had there. But I want to get a feel for, how he feels about the other guys as well, because that's key. You have to have chemistry with your casting partner. You can look at one caster and be like, oh, he's the best caster, but you need a duo ship. It needs to be 2 people.
If we look back at it, it was Gizmo and Dirk who instantly on semifinal number 2 show, we matched them up and we were like, this is the strongest combo we have seen. Both of you guys instantly going through. But I want to hear from Dirk after the event. We got him live on Skype right now. Dirk, welcome to the Castoff once again, my friend, this time as a finalist. Talk to me about the event. We just finished 2 days ago. What was the experience like for you?
Oh, it was amazing. My first ever LAN attending, so it was great to be my first one ever casting as well. And just all-around experience, meeting the players, owners, all that stuff. Just that whole atmosphere of it was amazing, and I really did enjoy it.
Dirk, I'm going to jump straight into the deep end, so to speak. Obviously, me and you casted it, went pretty well. But in the vlog, we heard you a couple of times as we were going through the video saying that you and Fox really not connecting. What was really the reason behind that?
I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I remember you guys saying in the first show that you think that me and Fox would go well together, and I honestly thought we would. But when we casting, there was a lot of him. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but he was talking over me a lot. Something the other casters noticed as well as the producers. So that's something, obviously, when you're casting, you're not going to like that. You're going to get frustrated with it, and you have to just remain cool throughout the whole cast and stuff like that. So that's really what happened with that. The whole chemistry, I mean, outside, like when we were talking, we were fine. I mean, we all got along in the hotel room, but just like when we started casting together, it just wasn't like the chemistry, like you said, it just wasn't there.
Okay, makes sense.
Dirk, we saw a lot of positive feedback on Twitter throughout the weekend. Lots of love coming from some of your best casts, but I want to ask you, where did you feel was your low point? Start low, and then we'll talk about your best cast of the weekend. What were you doing wrong, or what do you hope to improve on between now and Champs?
My low point definitely is so easy for me to spot out. My first cast on Saturday, everything was going so well. It got to the 3rd map uplink, and something I really struggled with coming into this event was saying ball instead of drone. So that was something that I really was trying to fix. And I was doing so well throughout the entire uplink game saying drone. I said ball once, and then I kept on saying it over and over, and I really got down on myself from that because that's been something I'm trying to work on. So that was definitely my all-time low point. That like kind of set the tone for the Saturday. I was like, wow, like this like really got to me. Then I didn't even know I was casting a second game on the Bravo stream. Then that one also, it was a little better, but then I feel like my high point was when I went onto the main stage. I feel like that was when I actually had my best cast. I felt a lot more comfortable on the main stage for some reason.
Dirk, watching a lot of your casts over, I went through a lot of the VODs. Notice you say right now a lot. Is that something that you kind of picked up on throughout the weekend, or not aware of that?
I don't think I was really aware. I know some people were saying that, and I kind of just did my best to block it out, but honestly, I'm not sure how much I said it during the actual event. I don't think it was that bad. If I was really getting tweets like, hey, like stop saying right now so much. The most of the tweets I was getting, hey, can you turn on COD vision, stuff like that. Really not a whole lot of negative things, but I'm not sure if that's something really brought up. When I get in like the casting mode, I'm just kind of locked in, and I don't really remember a whole lot of actually what happened.
Well, I do have to say I caught quite a few right nows. It was actually the worst when you teamed up with Gizmo. I don't know who started it, but you both adopted it instead of the us. I do want to give you credit. You did a nice balance from the games we listened in, kind of mixing in the play-by-play with the analysis. I thought one of the things you're going to need to work on is the balance between those and the timing of both, because you gave great analysis, but it was often during a 2-piece or 3-piece that just kind of fell to the wayside, or a 2v1 that the player actually clutched, and you're still talking about weapon loadouts. But overall, I thought you did pretty well. Final question. If you make it to Call of Duty Championships this year, who would you like to cast with most?
Ooh. I honestly, just to put me on the spot there, like, I want to cast with Brycey EU. That's somebody I've watched a lot, especially the Gfinity events too. He's a caster that I really looked up to. And I think it'd be a great opportunity to cast with him as well. I kind of want to cast with Bias as well, just the foreign casters and all that. So that's what I'd kind of look forward to.
All right, and before we get to your gameplay with us, the casters, the veteran casters, tell me a little bit, why do you think we should choose you to win this season of the Castoff?
Oh, I mean, it's every caster's dream to make it to the biggest event. And obviously, I've been casting since Black Ops 2, so it's been a grind since then. Obviously, took the break in Ghost. But I mean, that's really what I work for. And now that I'm here in that spot, I mean, it was a long shot for me coming in. I really didn't think I would get this far, and I was kind of surprised that I did. But then once I realized what could come from it, I really put 100% effort into it, grinding out the studying. And that's really what I would bring that mentality, the positive mentality coming in to everything like that. So, I mean, it's just the dream to get out there. I think I should be picked because I just have a lot of experience with the players in this game and everything like that. So that's probably my biggest thing. And I'm just nervous. That's all I can really say right now on the decision.
Hey, brother. Well, you were a true professional this week and appreciate the long hours you put in, always on time, always with a smile on your face. It looked like you really enjoyed your performance at the North American Regional Finals, and glad to see that the fans agreed. If you guys want to see Dirk moving on, we want to keep you involved throughout the show. Make sure you're hashtagging MLG Dirk. We got a Turtle Beach headset giveaway as well on social media, so make sure you're following at MLG to learn how you can win that.
Look at this guy.
I know, he's just coming out with nice giveaways for the fans.
I know, producer in my ear, but I'll take all the credit. With that said, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. That was contestant number 1, Mr. Dirk. But up next, we're going to be taking a look at Gizmo, the meteorologist from Florida.